Welcome to Global Byte. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. Today is the 4th of February, 2026. Across Canada, anticipation is building as the nation stands on the brink of a historic decision, one that will shape its military, economy, and global standing for decades to come. The air is thick with speculation, and the eyes of the world are watching as Canada prepares to announce which advanced fighter jet will become the backbone of its air force for the next generation. High above the Canadian Arctic, a critical decision is taking shape. The vast, icy expanse of the North is more than just a symbol of Canadian identity. It's a strategic frontier, vulnerable to new threats as global powers vie for influence in the region. The fighter jet Canada chooses will patrol these skies, deter potential adversaries, and project Canadian sovereignty over its northern territories. This choice will define the nation's security, economy, and sovereignty for generations. It's not just about military hardware, it's about jobs, technology, and the future of Canadian industry. The government's decision will ripple through communities, from coast to coast, affecting workers, engineers, and families who depend on the aerospace sector. It will also send a message to allies and rivals alike about Canada's priorities and its vision for the future. The question: which fighter jet will defend Canada's skies? The American F-35 Lightning II, a marvel of stealth and digital warfare, or Sweden's Saab Gripen E, renowned for its adaptability, cost-effectiveness, and promise of local industry participation. Each aircraft represents a different path for Canada's defense strategy, with unique strengths and trade-offs that have sparked intense debate among military experts, politicians, and the public. The decision will test Canada's alliances and signal its strategic direction. Choosing the F-35 would reinforce Canada's deep military ties with the United States and NATO, ensuring interoperability with allied forces and joint missions. Opting for the Gripen, on the other hand, could demonstrate a desire for greater independence and a commitment to supporting domestic industry, but might raise questions among key partners about Canada's long-term defense commitments. The F-35 offers cutting-edge stealth technology, advanced sensors, and networked warfare capabilities that promise to keep Canada at the forefront of aerial combat. Its ability to operate undetected in hostile environments and share real-time data with allied forces is unmatched, making it a formidable deterrent in an increasingly unpredictable world. While the Gripen promises industrial benefits and national control, Saab has offered extensive technology transfer, local assembly, and opportunities for Canadian companies to participate in the global supply chain. For many, the Gripen represents not just a fighter jet, but a chance to revitalize Canada's aerospace sector, create high-tech jobs, and ensure that critical maintenance and upgrades remain under Canadian control. The Carney government faces pressure from all sides, with the U.S. warning against deviating from the F-35. American officials have hinted that choosing another jet could strain defense cooperation and impact Canada's role in joint operations. Meanwhile, opposition parties, industry leaders, and ordinary Canadians are voicing their own hopes and concerns, making this one of the most contentious defense procurements in Canadian history. Proponents of the Gripen see an opportunity to revitalize Canada's aerospace industry. They argue that investing in local production and research will pay dividends far beyond the military, spurring innovation, training the next generation of engineers, and securing Canada's place in the global high-tech economy. For them, the fighter jet decision is about more than defense. It's about national renewal and economic resilience. The final decision will define Canada's defense and its role in the 21st century. It will shape how Canada protects its people, upholds its values, and contributes to global security. As the nation waits for the government's announcement, one thing is clear: this is more than a procurement. It's a defining moment for Canada's future, and the world is watching to see which path the country will choose. For decades, Canada's Air Force has relied on the CF-18 Hornet, a fighter jet that first entered service in the early 1980s. These aircraft have served the country well, flying countless missions at home and abroad, but as the years have passed, the fleet has grown increasingly outdated. The need to replace these aging jets has been obvious for years, yet the journey to find a suitable successor has been anything but straightforward. It's a story marked by political wrangling, shifting priorities, and a series of false starts that have left Canada's Air Force in a state of uncertainty. The debate over how and when to replace the CF-18s has played out in Parliament, in the media, and behind closed doors. While military leaders have repeatedly warned about the risks of flying outdated jets, politicians have struggled to agree on a path forward. The process has been plagued by political indecision, with each new government promising a solution, only to run into controversy, delays, and mounting costs. As the years dragged on, the gap between what the Air Force needed and what the government could deliver only seemed to widen. In 2010, the conservative government announced its intention to purchase the F-35 Lightning II, a cutting-edge stealth fighter developed by the United States. The plan was ambitious, promising to modernize Canada's Air Force and secure its place among NATO allies. But almost immediately, the decision was met with fierce opposition. Critics pointed to the high cost of the F-35 program, the lack of an open competition, and concerns about whether the jet was the right fit for Canada's unique needs. Protests erupted, and the issue quickly became a political flashpoint. When Justin Trudeau's Liberals came to power, they made good on a campaign promise to cancel the sole-source F-35 deal. Instead, they launched a new, open competition in 2017, inviting manufacturers from around the world to submit their best offers. The move was meant to restore public trust and ensure Canada got the best value for its money, but it also meant more delays and uncertainty for the Air Force. The competition drew interest from several companies, including Saab, Boeing, and Lockheed Martin, each touting the strengths of their respective jets. After years of evaluation and debate, the government once again selected the F-35 in 2022, citing its advanced technology and interoperability with allies. But the decision did not end the controversy. Rising tensions with the United States over trade and defense issues led to a review of the deal, raising fresh questions about Canada's relationship with its closest ally and the long-term future of its fighter fleet. The Air Force, meanwhile, continued to operate as aging CF-18s, stretching their service life even further. As the F-35 deal faced new scrutiny, Saab's Gripen fighter re-emerged as a serious contender. Saab made a compelling offer, promising jobs, technology transfers, and a jet tailored to Canada's vast geography and harsh climate. The debate was reignited, with experts, politicians, and the public weighing the pros and cons of each option. Today, the question of how to replace Canada's fighters remains a symbol of the country's struggle to balance national security, fiscal responsibility, and political realities, a saga that continues to unfold. The F-35A Lightning II, a fifth-generation stealth fighter, is currently at the center of a heated debate in Canada. As the Royal Canadian Air Force evaluates its future fleet, the F-35 stands as a symbol of cutting-edge technology and military power. But with such a significant investment, questions are being raised about whether it truly meets all of Canada's defense needs, both now and in the decades to come. The F-35 is widely regarded as the world's most advanced multi-role fighter, capable of performing air-to-air, air-to-ground, and intelligence missions with remarkable efficiency. Its advanced avionics, sensor fusion, and networked warfare capabilities allow pilots to dominate the battle space and share critical information with allied forces in real time. One of its most celebrated features is its stealth capability, which enables it to penetrate heavily defended enemy airspace undetected. This gives Canada a strategic edge, allowing for both deterrence and rapid response in high-threat environments. To date, Canada has received 16 F-35 jets for pilot training and operational testing, with plans to acquire 72 more over the coming years. This marks one of the largest defense procurements in Canadian history, reflecting the government's commitment to modernizing its Air Force. A major advantage of the F-35 is its seamless interoperability with NATO and allied air forces. Canadian pilots can train and operate alongside partners, enhancing joint mission effectiveness and strengthening international security ties. However, the F-35 program is not without controversy. Canada's reliance on US-based maintenance and supply chains has sparked concerns about national sovereignty and operational independence, especially during times of geopolitical tension. Additionally, the F-35's high operational costs and limited opportunities for Canadian industry have led some to question whether alternatives, like Saab's Gripen, might offer better value. As Canada weighs its options, the debate over the F-35 continues to shape the future of the nation's air defense. Saab's revised offer for the Gripen E includes 72 fighters and 6 GlobalEye aircraft. The Gripen is cost-effective and suited for Canada's harsh conditions. Saab promises 12,600 Canadian jobs and a domestic assembly line. The proposal positions Canada as a key manufacturing and export partner, with potential orders from Ukraine and Europe. The choice between the F-35 and Gripen affects Canada's alliances and autonomy. The F-35 ensures seamless integration with U.S. forces, critical for NORAD. The U.S. warns that reducing the F-35 order could affect interoperability. The Gripen offers sovereign control, reducing dependence on U.S. politics. A mixed fleet could complicate logistics but offers flexibility. The decision balances interoperability with sovereignty. The fighter jet decision carries significant economic implications. The F-35 program offers integration into a global supply chain, supporting Canadian jobs. Saab's Gripen proposal promises domestic job creation and a new industry. The Gripen is cheaper to operate, advantageous for Canada's vast airspace. The economic choice is between global integration and domestic industry development. The RCF prefers a single fleet, citing logistical challenges with a mixed fleet. The F-35 is rated as the most capable aircraft for future threats. Its stealth and networking capabilities are seen as essential. The Gripen lacks the F-35's low observable characteristics. The RCAF values interoperability with the U.S. Air Force. Experts are divided on Canada's fighter jet choice. F-35 advocates emphasize military capability and alliance cohesion. Gripen supporters focus on sovereignty and cost-effectiveness. The debate considers whether Canada needs the F-35's high-end capabilities for most missions. A mixed fleet is seen as a pragmatic compromise. Canada's fighter jet decision is a historic inflection point. It will shape the country's technological, economic and strategic path. The choice signals Canada's priorities to allies and adversaries. Opting for the F-35 reaffirms deep alliance integration. Choosing the Gripen emphasizes strategic and industrial autonomy. The decision impacts Canada's defense and manufacturing sectors for decades. The world watches as Canada charts its future course.